to
Yes,
it.
please. Thank you.
No worries. Okay, so when you click on products, over here to the far right, there's a section that says bulk update.
Yep.
You click on that. Step number 1 is to download your current product listing. You can go ahead and do that. And that's going to download the spreadsheet. Oh, it kind of downloads it up here.
Okay.
I wish it would open it, but so this spreadsheet is going to have every single product that you have listed in Sage under your US listing or under your Canadian listing. You have to download one for each.
Yeah.
The things that you'll have to really pay attention to is right here where it says catalog year and expiration date. You'll want to update those dates. If you have any products that you need to remove from Sage, you don't delete them off of here. Column F, you mark it as true, which is the discontinued column.
Okay.
When you scroll over, you have a lot of products that does not have pricing listed. Oh, no, you don't. You have it. Okay. So you've got one column, looks like just one column of pricing for most of your products. A few products have additional. So you've got your quantities here, and then here's your price right here, and then your price codes. So you're putting in your coded pricing, not the net pricing.
Traditionally, because right now on our website, we're only showing one price, which is the MSRP of the first column. Could we do that here too? Is that up to us, like how we want to showcase our pricing? Or how is it done by everybody, I guess?
Coded pricing is what's done by everybody.
But do they provide the pricing for each price break, like for different?
No, normally for apparel, it's usually just one column of pricing.
Okay.
Because usually your minimum is 1. So unless you absolutely want to do additional columns, it's not required to do additional columns.
I rather not. Yeah.
Yeah. The other area that you will need to pay attention to is kind of overall to the very far end, which is the verified column. So once you update the information, you want to make sure this says true for all of your products.
Okay.
If you need to add products, you would just go to the bottom of the list. As we scroll down, the many products here. Okay. In column A, shoot, I should have froze it. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Let me freeze it so we can see the columns. Come on. Okay. Okay. So in column A, which is a product ID, that is actually a number that our system automatically assigns to your product. So you won't have that until the product is listed. So you're going to put in a hyphen and a 1. And that's going to let the system know that it's a new product.
Okay.
Then you fill in everything else that you need to fill in. Some of the fields are not going to apply to some of your products depending on what they are. For example, if you're entering in like shirts or hats, not hats, but anything that comes in sizes like shirts and pants and jackets and things like that, you're not going to have dimensions.
Yeah.
That doesn't apply. But scarves, you might have dimensions of it so they know how big the scarf is. With this spreadsheet, you can also upload 2 images per product. Any images over that, you have to do it manually. Those fields start right here, CP. So you can use a URL, or you can put your images in a folder as JPEGs or PNGs and upload them. You want to make sure that you do refer to the instructions for the spreadsheet, which is number 2. I'm going to go ahead and open that up. I say instructions, it's more definitions to me, but when you get to the images, here it is. It also goes through and tells you how the images have to be labeled if you're using JPEGs or PNGs. So they have to be labeled a certain way. So it's basically, it's the item number _L if it's the first image, items item number underscore B if it's the second image. You have the ability to upload up to 99 images per product. And we do recommend uploading blank images of the product in every color it's available in.
Yeah.
Just because they do presentations that they send to their
Mhm.
customers and they can do virtuals and things like that.
Right. Also, so if we're providing the link, like the product image link, do we put all of them like in the same column?
You can only do 2 images. There's 2 different columns. Yeah, with the spreadsheet, you can only do images. Here's the first column, and here's the second column.
Okay.
So you put your link for the first image here and the link for the second image there.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think there's like a character limit. Let me look here at the instructions and see if it says. Are your links really long? Do you know if they're really long?
I can check. Give me a sec.
Because I know we've run into issues where links were really long and it wouldn't take it.
Mm-hmm. No, not really. So
Okay.
for instance, it's like firsten.com/images/product/ then the product, the style number, that's it.
Okay, that should be fine.
All right, so
Yeah,
now
I've had some that have come across that were like,
no, they're not. We keep that part very simple. Okay, so now obviously because we have products like up to 30 different colors.
mhm.
So that means that I need to upload the images itself, like the actual
Yeah,
instead of
so
the link.
once the product is, you can do the first 2, but once the product is uploaded, this one only comes in one color, but anything over those 2 images, you have to manually come in here and add. So you would have to, add images and then add those in there.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, Now, what we can do is once you get one of yours updated, so if you update the US listing, are your products pretty much the same for the Canadian listing, just
Yes,
different
so
pricing?
Canada, US, including the pricing, everything is identical.
Oh, then why do we have 2 listings for you?
Because
Let me
I
look
guess we
here.
need a number for Canada and for US, for Canadian customers and US customers.
The only time you need a difference is if pricing is different, if currency is different, if your FOB is different.
The currency, it will be different because for our US customer, it'll be in US dollars. And for a Canadian customer, it's going to be in Canadian dollars. But the actual price itself is the same.
So it's $10 US and $10 Canadian. That's
Yeah.
why you've got 2 listings. Okay. So what we can do is like once you update one of them, we can actually copy everything over
Okay.
to the other listing so you don't have to. So that would copy everything, including any images that you upload.
Okay, perfect. So then if, for instance, I work on the either US or Canadian side and get all of that done, then I can reach out to you guys and ask you to
Yes.
copy that on the other side. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. And you can just reach out to me directly and we
Okay.
can get that done for you.
Okay.
Um, yeah. And then basically once you're finished with the spreadsheet, you're just going to go back in here and you're going to do step number 3, which is to submit. The nice thing about our spreadsheet is it starts processing immediately.
Mhm.
So there's not a delay or anything with it. If there are an issue with the spreadsheet, let's say, for example, you had 3 columns of pricing, you just went down to 1 column, but you left your quantities in and didn't remove them for the other 2 columns, it will give you an error saying your quantities and pricing don't match.
Okay.
But it'll give you a report and let you know row number 60, this is what the error was so that you can make those corrections.
Okay.
Most of them are pretty self-explanatory, but if you come across an error and you're just like, I don't know what this is, just reach out to me and I can tell you exactly what column it is.
Okay, so I'm just gonna write a few things down. Just a question, for the pricing, would it be possible to supply you guys with an Excel sheet with our pricing and for you guys to like put it there, or?
We just can't guarantee how long it'll take us to do that. Because we have a lot in our waiting queue right now. And we do everything as it's received.
Okay. Do you know like approximately like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? No idea.
I can't even give you a time frame because, you know, someone ahead of you could be like a whole massive overhaul and take more time than someone else's.
So
There's too
basically,
many variables for us to give a time frame.
so then it's not like necessarily an automatic upload on your end, like you guys will have to do the manual part of
Well,
it.
we can do part of it as an automatic, but we still have to wait. It still has to wait in line until we finish everyone that was received before you.
Okay. All right. So when I go on, when I want to retrieve that spreadsheet, I click on bulk update.
Yep, you click on products and then you click on bulk update.
Oh, products, bulk update.
And then it's step number 1.
Yeah. Do I click on include discontinued items?
Not unless you want to reactivate them.
Okay, because right now they're not active.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. Anything else? I'm sure I'm gonna have a lot of questions as I'm actually working on it.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, like I said, feel free to reach out if you do have any questions.
Yeah.
You kind of have a good starting point because your products are already listed. It's not like you're starting from scratch.
Yeah.
I recommend when you're doing the bulk update to go through and do all your discontinues first. Just mark them as discontinued. Also, whenever you download the spreadsheet, you can freeze the panes like I did. You can resort it when you do that. So like if you want to sort it by item number, you can certainly do that. If there's columns that you're not going to be working with, let's say, for example, you're not going to work on dimensions, just hide them.
Hide them, yeah.
Yeah.
I do work with a lot of Excel sheets.
Oh, good. Yeah.
So I missed the part where for a product ad, for the product ID, what do we put?
That's where you put the -1.
Just -1? All the new ones will be -1.
Correct.
Okay, so I don't do like -1, -2, -3.
Nope, just -1. Yeah.
Okay.
And that just basically tells our system, hey, this is a new product. You need to add it.
Okay, got it. All right.
And you do have a few products that you've got 3 columns of pricing listed on.
Because what happened is last year, we noticed that the pricing we had on your website was not accurate. So I did reach out and I had provided our Excel sheet with our pricing, which has the columns on it. But from what you're telling me, like it's not always there.
Yeah, some of them have them and some of them don't.
Because I know on the discontinued styles, I know you guys had some questions for me. But oh yeah, because Fila, we don't have column pricing, there's only one. So in that case, should I put the same price on all 3 columns or just leave it as one?
I mean, that's up to you guys. It's whatever you want to do. I always tell people the more information that you can provide upfront, the better it is. It looks like we never finished your updates last year because we've got some products that show they expired at the end of last year. and some that expired in 2020. The items show that they expired in 2020 are no longer showing in Sage at all.
Why is there an expiry date to begin with?
We have to have expiry dates for all the products because it kind of started way back when everybody did their products based on catalogs. You know, and you would have a new catalog every year. You don't have to do just a year. You can set it way far out if you want to.
I was gonna ask, I'm like, can I put it for like 2030 if I want to?
Yeah, you just have to make sure when you have pricing changes that you update it.
Okay.
But yes, you can. I have some people that have 2030 on their expiration date. That's totally up to you guys. Now, do you guys do a catalog every year
So
or
that's the
no?
thing. We used to, not
Hmm.
anymore. So our
Okay.
catalog right now doesn't even have a date on it. And the
Okay.
reason why we did that, it's because we haven't really added any new styles. So what we did, but we decided that we don't want to put years on our catalog. And once we do
Right.
launch new products, then we'll update it and then it'll be added to the next one. So right now, like our catalog doesn't say like 2022, 23, nothing on.
Gotcha. That's perfect then.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can set your expiration date as far as you want it to be. Because one of the things we did when we launched this new web portal
Mhm.
is we went from like a catalog type update to more of an individual product update. So previously you had to have like a new catalog year and an expiration date, but now it's really just based on your individual products. So like when you click into the product, it doesn't even show a catalog year on here. It just has the expiration date.
Mm.
So that'll make it a lot easier on people.
And I
Because
guess for the catalog date, I don't have to put a date. Well, I could put like this year's date and then every year just like a,
yeah, and that's actually underneath profile where you upload your catalog.
oh, okay.
Yeah. For some reason, it does expect a catalog year. But like if you print a new one next year that doesn't have a date on it, you can just change the date, upload it.
Are we able to upload more than one catalog? Because we have 3 different catalogs, actually. We have one for a Fila line, one
Hmm.
for Fersten, and we also have an athleisure line called Fitmatics.
They actually have to be merged into one PDF. So you have to take 3 catalogs and merge them like as if they're one catalog. There's not a way to upload multiple PDFs. And it looks like last year we only got one of your catalogs.
Probably just the Fersten one.
Hmm.
Okay. Um,
It's not even required to upload a PDF if you don't want to.
well, no, like we do. It's just obviously the pref because there are 3 different brands completely,
Hmm.
right? Like Fila, it's obviously it's
Right.
its own brand and it's a brand like name. And our Fitmatics line, it's not under Fersten. It's a completely different brand, obviously operated under us here.
Hmm.
So I know the owner of the company, Mitchell Fersten, he would want to have all these catalogs kind of like set up on its own. So when the customer goes on the website, they're like, oh, okay, this is the Fersten catalog, this is the Fila catalog, this is the
Well, but they don't see the catalogs that way.
okay.
They
They see it.
basically what they do is when they're looking at a product,
Yeah.
they don't necessarily go and look at the catalogs.
Okay.
You attach the product to the catalog page that it's on. So, and we can actually do that for you if you upload your PDF. But what they do is they look at the product, they're like, oh, it's on page 6, and they can click a button and pull it up. They don't necessarily go through and view all the catalogs because so many suppliers don't even do catalogs anymore.
I can only imagine.
I mean, there's tons of them that don't even do catalogs anymore.
Yeah.
Um, you know, they may look at the catalog as an added information. You know, if they're looking at a product, they may say, oh, okay, it's, you know, additional information, but 9 times out of 10, they probably don't even look at them.
Okay. And okay,
But
so
there's not really a workaround that. We just give the ability to upload, and we have a lot of suppliers that operate that way that have different brands, and we just combine them into one.
Okay. So on the spreadsheet, is there a place to put the catalog page
Yep.
or? Okay.
Yeah, it's columns I and J.
Okay. It seems that most of them are there. Obviously, and our discontinued products, we have a separate catalog for that too.
Oh,
So, and well, that's the other thing. Like if we're putting the catalog page and we have different catalogs, then page number 1, how are you gonna know it's linked to
you
which?
have to, when you add them together, let's
Yeah.
say the first catalog has 50 pages and the second catalog has 75. When you get to page 50 from the first one, the next catalog will start at page 51. That's how they're numbered. It's like a continuous numbering.
Okay. All right. Okay. So anything else from that I should know about?
No, I don't think so. I did want to show you, one of the new things we did add was this performance and stats area. And the nice thing about this is what we added was underneath my products,
Mhm.
you can see the activity on each individual product. So this shows you how many distributor views it has, if it's been put into projects, presentations, and it even shows end buyer views. So this, like I said, this kind of shows you the activity on your products so you can see what's going on with the information.
And is this, does it reset like every year? How does it work?
Well, yeah,
Oh,
it
so
goes
that you
based
have
on,
got it.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. The overview area, this shows you down at the bottom, it shows what your most popular products are, how you rank in certain categories, and then overall product engagements.
Okay.
I noticed that you guys don't have any ratings. Ratings are really important for you as a supplier because it plays a factor in the visibility of your products.
Mhm.
So you want to always try to encourage your customers to rate you guys. Let me see if you have any ratings on the Canadian side. Yeah, you don't have any on the Canadian side either.
So it's just a matter of like just asking our customers to rate the products?
Yes, we actually have, if you, let me pull this up real quick. If you log into sagemember.com, underneath account,
Yeah.
there's a section that says supplier logos.
Mhm.
We actually have a logo that you can use to helping customers rate you guys. And these are live links. So all they have to do is click on it, log in with their Sage credentials, and they're able to rate you guys directly. Underneath the,
Sorry, and that we put it like say on our signature or stuff like that? Okay.
yes.
Okay.
And then underneath support, there's a section that says knowledge base.
Yeah.
If you type in ratings, we have a really good article on how to increase your number of ratings.
Okay.
It gives you suggestions and some ideas.
Got it. That's on the Sage member website.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I was hoping you would give me some better news. But I guess like it is really a manual process with the Excel sheet because as you know we have a lot of styles, so to kind of go through them and punch in the numbers one by one, it's not the most efficient way. So I don't know, I have to figure something out to be able to get that done because the objective is to go put everything live like by the end of this week. So yeah, all right. I may be in touch with you very often.
Sure. No, that's what I'm here for. I'm here all week.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right, so I think for now I'm okay. It's really like
Okay.
once I start and I start going through
Yeah.
it, I'm probably gonna have some questions, so I'll reach out to you at that point.
Sounds perfect. Yeah. Just let me know if you have questions or if anything's not working right. That's what I'm here for, is to help you out.
Okay, perfect. Thanks so much, Carmen.
You're so welcome. You have a good rest of the day.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.